Cawfee Tawk with Robyn Schall. Cawfee Tawk with Robyn Schall. You gotta tune into Cawfee Tawk with Robyn Schall. Cawfee Tawk with Robyn Schall. Cawfee Tawk with Robyn Schall.
Welcome to Cawfee Talk with Robyn Schall. Please welcome your beautiful host, Robyn Schall. Hello. Thank you. Oh, you guys. Oh, thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Cawfee Talk. Today is Friday, November something, and we are still going. We're gonna do something really fun today. You guys, we have a guest. So beautiful. No, Jenny, you're so beautiful. We have a guest today. She, maybe the most famous guest we've had on the show thus far. Please welcome comedian and live streamer, Robyn Schall. Hi, Robyn. Thanks for coming on today. Oh, my pleasure. So happy to be here. Okay, so I asked you guys on Instagram to send questions as you guys will be interviewing me. But during the whole thing, you guys can ask anything. We'll get to that part of the show, but we got to start off on something else. Robyn, did you shower for us? I don't want to brag, but sometimes I'm just like, let's shower. Not every day, but today was the day. I was like, let's shower. I blew out my hair. I may or may not remember to put on deodorant. Why is that the hardest part of the day, is remembering to put on deodorant? Anyway. So, later in the episode, you guys will be interviewing me. So I asked for you guys to send in questions we have a few more. Okay, on Instagram, so you guys wrote in some questions, plus I'll read the comments. Today, my goal is this. I have been known, showered, and ready for the weekend. Yeah, let's see what my plans are. Yeah, I don't have any plans. This is why I shower. I love it. Thank you. Guys, wait, I was literally about to say, my goal today is to read comments because we know during these episodes, I get distracted and I don't read the comments. And I feel like you guys are having a party that I'm not even aware of is happening because I always sign off. And then after the show, my mom and I always dissect the episode. And she's always saying how much fun you guys are having in the comments. So today, my goal is to be with you guys in the comments and read your questions. So just know I am going to be reading what you write. So, but I have some fun news. We're going viral again. Richie, get the itch cream because I am going viral. Great makeup. Thank you, Randy. The pressure, the comments is where it's at. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that you guys have so much fun in the comments and that I'm missing the big party. Okay, so 2020's been a year, right? We could all acknowledge, it's a year. I wouldn't say anything else but that. We have so much fun without you. Robyn, we don't even just turn on the live stream and then you could go run your errands. We're good. But it's been a year, right? And on Patreon this past week, we don't discuss what happens in Patreon, but I did mention that I was hitting some of my New Year's goals. And so Richie and I always write down goals on his phone. But I was I know, I always write down my goals, so I went searching. And this was, okay, some of the heart sluts may remember. This was my old notebook. And I had found, goals I had written down in, I don't even know whose number it is. So don't call this. 60 Madison. Anyway, the point is, I wrote 21 goals, but then when I was reading it, it's so funny how, none of these goals, came to fruition. And so then I made, a TikTok reading the goals, and I was a little tipsy. I may not have had a glass of wine before I made the video. But I was drinking this, and I was just laughing so hard. And anyway, I posted it, I think, at like 11 o'clock last night, and then I woke up this morning and we're almost at 500,000 views. Over 12,000 people have shared it. So I figured they enjoyed my goal list. I know why it went viral. But anyway, so I said, like, 2020, like, I said how I found my goal list, and it's hilarious. Let me read it to you. So here are some goals, okay? So it was make more money, which is, like, hilarious because I haven't worked since March. Travel more, which is hilarious because we haven't traveled at all. Lose weight, which is up to 13.4 thousand shares now. That is so crazy. By the way, the other video that went viral with the ASAP Rocky only had like 5,000 shares over this whole month. So travel more, lose weight, which, like, I've clearly put on a little. Cry less. Like, in this, because I thought 2019 was bad because I, like, definitely was, like, crying a lot. So I had a goal to cry less. Clearly, that didn't happen. Be more social, which is crazy because I've been quarantined alone. I had get 10K followers on a social media platform. That didn't happen, but, we're trying. But then this one is so funny. It's not funny. This is why it went viral. Because I started laughing saying it, even though it's not funny. But I put on my goal list, spend more time with Grandma Sue. But anyway, so in the video, I'm trying to get through that line. I didn't even say that both grandmas passed away. I didn't even get to that because we only have 1 minute. But I was just laughing so hard. You know those laughs when you're, like, laughing, but really it's just that you just are out of emotions, Or, like, you've just, like, it's just too much. Actually, if you get 549 more followers on TikTok, you will hit Richie. How crazy is that? So because of last night's video, I've gotten about 5,000 new followers overnight. So we will actually hit one goal, which, by the way, if we hit just one goal this year, one goal, okay, it's not cry less, it's not lose weight, it's not be more social, it's not spend more time with your grandmas. If my one goal is hit 10K followers on a social media platform, we will call this year a success. We just need one goal, just one. But so anyways, this is just hilarious and sad at the same time. But the comments are so funny because, like, everyone was like, I've never related more to a video, because I think no matter who you are, I don't care. Like, this is where, like, it doesn't matter race, religion, your sex, your sexuality, your political party. I mean, we could all agree. We've gone through it this year. This was a year. That's all I can say. This was a year. But so anyway, that was really fun to, like, wake up to and everything. It is interesting. I've had 3 videos now go viral on TikTok, and 2 of them both were, like, while I was sleeping. And let me tell you something. They say don't check your phone as soon as you wake up because it's going to start your day on a negative. And for most days that is correct. But today that was so fun to wake up to. But now I feel like my next video should be me eating cake, so, like, they can know that I'm really, like, the cake queen situation. Okay, so need another sweatshirt. No, because I really like the cake queen. I don't want to be known as like like the girl who doesn't accomplish any goals, Or, like, I don't want to be, like, known as the girl, like, crying, laughing, drinking on social media. That's why I feel like my next video has to be eating a cake, because I really liked being, like, known as the cake queen. I feel like it's a much more positive than I guess I'll just show you guys the video. Hold on. Okay. So here is the video that went viral overnight. Okay. Excuse my looks. I'm just, in the middle of hitting rock bottom. But I found my goal list that I made in December for my goals for 2020. Okay, tell me if this is not hilarious. All right, goal 1, make more money. I was, been unemployed since March. Travel more. Lose weight. Be more social. I wrote cry less. I've cried every single day of this whole pandemic. Spend more time. It's not funny. But I wrote spend more time with my grandma and she died. So it's really, I more captured a nervous breakdown, like a mental breakdown. Like literally that's what it was. Was like, I was looking at this list and like, I couldn't cry anymore. I ran out of tears. I don't have anything left. But I was just laughing so hard. Because you sometimes just have to laugh at how ridiculous life can get sometimes, and like, I'm just so happy because it definitely like hit a chord with people because I think people have like hit that same level also, like we're all just like, whatever, like what else are you going to throw at us? And I'm sure there could be a lot, but so anyway, so that was that. But all right, I guess we should start our interview process. Richie never told me what time he wants to do the news. So, Richie, I'm guessing like around 11:30. Is that when you want to do your news? Head over to Robyn's Light Switch Biz. Sorry, Richie. I don't want to put this right behind there. Okay. Yeah, check out my Light Switch Biz. It's really taking off. No, but you know what is taking off? The artwork that I'm getting ready to sell in December. So, like, this is what I was talking about yesterday. So, like, hold on. Call whenever you want. Okay, it's not like you have a job or anything. So, like, I'm going to take remember, like, all these, like, things that we painted the other day, right? So, I'm going to, like, put it on white paper. Plus, I took, like, black construction paper. Just, like, black construction paper. And I've been cutting out, like, not tracing, it's just like my own cutouts. But just like different things that I like, think would look cool with it. So like here's one that I'm gonna have like the girl in the rain. Hope you can see. So like it'll be like things like that. So I actually think this is gonna come out, sometimes our disasters come out very cool. So give me the weekend, I'm gonna work on it and then we'll do a little show and tell on Monday. Okay, let's ask some questions. So these questions came in from you guys on Instagram. Okay, very artistic. Thank you, Jenny. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, and it's also not too late. You could send questions if you want. Okay. Kill, marry, bang. For those who don't know this game, it's someone will give you 3 people. One of the people you have to kill. Robyn. Roofle Robyn. Hashtag Roofle Robyn. What's that? Kill, marry, bang is the one you have to kill. The one person you have to marry, the person you marry, you can't have any sexual relations with. And the person you bang, it's a one-night stand and then you never see them again. Okay, so kill, marry, bang. This is going to be hard. So, Kim, Jalen, and Mr. Carlos. If you are new here, these are 3 heart sluts that have been with me for like 5 years. And I've become friends with all 3 of them. All right, Kim, Jalen, and Mr. Carlos. Kill, marry, bang. I am going to say, okay, well, the easy one is kill Kim because I have a feeling if she was a ghost, she would spend eternity haunting everyone who has ever done me wrong or like any like racist. Like I could see her just like being a ghost and showing up at like KKK meetings and like fucking with them for the end of like all of eternity, Or like, let's say someone had like written a mean comment on my TikTok, I could see her spending eternity just haunting that person. Versus like Mr. Carlos and Jalen, who may move on. Kim will be like, oh, no. No. Okay, so I want Kim's ghost. So let's kill Kim. And then, who am I going to marry and sleep with? Honestly, all three of them I could have married and slept with. But Jalen I would need alive because once I kill Kim, she would help me bury the body. All right, so marry Jalen because I need someone to help me bury Kim's body. And I don't know if Mr. Carlos would do that for me versus Jalen, who I know we've already discussed if I killed someone, which heart slut would help me bury the body. And Jalen in the past has said that. And then I would have a one-night stand with Mr. Carlos because we'd make it a threesome, ask Mrs. Carlos to join, and it would be a lovely Saturday night. There we go. Okay. What is your most valuable lesson being quarantined in 2020 during the pandemic? I love you. My most valuable lesson being quarantined. If you marry Jalen, she can't testify against you either. Oh my God, Tracy, you're so smart. See, you know what's funny? When that question was first proposed to me, I was like, oh, this is too difficult. I'm going to hurt someone's feelings. But then when you think about it logically, it actually like all makes sense. What is your most valuable lesson during 2020? All right, I'm going to go with 2. I'm going to go with 2.5. One, on a finance level, we spend so much more money than we actually need to spend. Like, I didn't realize like how much I was spending before the pandemic that I didn't need to, such as like laundry. Like once I got this laundry machine, that was so much money a month I was saving. I like, except for when I'm like up for a big role or I'm going to be filming something, I could dye my own hair versus here in New York, that's like $200. The amount of like Ubers and taxis and things like that I was taking. So like this was an eye opener on how much money I could save. I don't know if that's a lesson. I guess that's a valuable lesson, is like live more frugally. I don't know. I guess that's a lesson. More important lesson is, and this is so corny, but it's so true, that having good friends is so important. And family, like good friends and family, like good people in your circle, because it will make like the bad, like hard times much easier. Because like my circle is so good, starting with you guys. I mean, when the pandemic hit, when New York did not have toilet paper or hand sanitizer or anything, you guys sent it to me. And you guys like helped me with Patreon and tips and keep me afloat. And so starting with you guys, but then my friends were so good. Like after my grandma's died and I didn't want to leave the apartment, Regina made me go for walks. Frank got on an airplane and got here. So my family, everyone just kept checking in on each other. So like, I think I always cared about who was in my circle, but it's like the lesson is always keep good people around you, because, you know, it's not going to be all private jets and, you know, and servants. Sometimes you're gonna have like shit years, but if you have like good people around you, it's like not that bad. Okay. What is the best joke you've written? Let's give it up for Frank. He risked his life to see Robyn. You know, I mean, that was like when I said 2.5, I was going to say like also make sure your significant other like is kick-ass, because it's true. Like when he came in, when was it? When did they die? I don't even remember. But like that was like during the peak of the pandemic, and he got on a plane so that I wouldn't have to be alone. So I mean, yeah, he was great. He did, though, when I went to visit him, like, guilt us that we were too loud during Cawfee Talk. But, I mean, no one's perfect. Okay. But what is the best joke you've ever written? All right, if you guys have seen my stand-up, you could contribute to this, because I don't know. What is the best joke I ever wrote? I am going to... The loft bed. That's good. I'm trying to think if there's like something that I'm like exceptionally proud of. What's the best joke? I don't know. That's what I'm gonna have to get back to. I don't know. I mean, like, my first thought is this ukulele song because I'm tone deaf and I'm able to sing in front of thousands of people, you know, but I don't know if, like, that's the best joke I've ever written. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that. That was a good one, though. Who is the nicest celebrity you have worked with, and who is the meanest? Okay. Nicest celebrity I ever worked with. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna go with worked with. I'm gonna go with met. And the nicest celebrity I ever met, drink. Oh, if I can't answer a question, I have to drink. The nicest celebrity I ever met was Christopher Lloyd. And the short version of that story, because a lot of you have heard it, but I was out to lunch and Michael Strahan was at the restaurant, so when he left, I followed him. Totally legal. I stayed 10 feet back, but then at the red light, I pulled out my business card and I was like, Mr. Strahan, and he's like, yes. And I was like, I'm a comedian. This is back when he was on Live with Kelly, and I was like, if you ever need a comic, like, please, like, reach out. And so then I gave him my card, and then I got nervous, so I just quickly ran across the street. And then he looked at the card, I guess, and he was like, nice to meet you, Robyn. And then I know I said Christopher Lloyd. I'm getting there. And then I was like, you're handsome. That's the only thing that came to mind. I don't know why. It's the only thing I could think of. And then I just ran. So I crossed the street, and I kept walking, but his legs are like 10 times my size, so he was catching up, and this was like 1 PM, so I just panicked, and I made a quick right, and went into Atlantic Grill. It's a bar on, like, 64th or something, and I go in, and it's the middle of the day, so it's empty except for one old man sitting at the bar, so I go up to the counter, and I ordered, like, a martini, and I was like, I need a martini. And then I look at the old man and I realize it's Christopher Lloyd. So I was like, okay, compose yourself. Like, compose. So then I sit down and I was like, what could I say? What could I say? And so then I was like, I know most people would say that that Back to the Future is your best work, but I'm gonna go with Clue. And then he was like, oh. And then he was like, you know what's interesting? Hold on. Oh, Richie's busy with work. He'll let us know when he can call. But not Michael. Yeah, exactly. Forget you, Michael. I got Christopher freaking Lloyd. So then he was like, oh, you know what's interesting? And he's like telling me about like how he had just recently saw whatever. And then I was like, I have to tell you, I'm a big Taxi fan. And he's like, really? Because I think he was shocked because when this happened, I was only like 32 or whatever, so I think it's like weird when someone my age group probably says that to him. And then he was like, what's your favorite episode? And I was like, okay, well, I know this is like, probably the easy answer, but I love the Slow Down episode. If you don't know that episode, that's in the episode where Christopher Lloyd's character was getting his driving license and they all go to take him there, and he wanted to cheat, and he was like, what does yellow light mean? And Tony Danza's character and what's the other guy's name from Greece were like, slow down. And then Christopher Lloyd's character goes, what does yellow light mean? And they're like, slow down. And he goes, what does... It's like such a good episode. So I said, the slow down episode. And he was like, oh, you want to hear an interesting story about that? And I was like, do I ever? And he said that, all week they were rehearsing the episode, and Friday night they did the tapings, and all week they didn't have an end to that scene. And it was Friday night, they're taping in front of a live audience, and they're working on that scene, and then they're just like, does anyone have an ending for this scene? We don't have a strong ending. And some lighting guy was like, what he's trying to figure out what yellow light means, and everyone says slow down, so he just keeps slowing down. And the director goes, all right, let's try that, I guess. And they tried it, and the audience was laughing so hard, and they kept it, and it ended up being one of the most famous scenes, and all it was like one of the lighting guys just like idea last minute. So we spoke for like 45 minutes, and he was so nice. I would say my biggest regret is like not pitching myself to him, because at the time he was the director and producer of Modern Family, but I was so interested in his stories that this is like the one time I didn't talk about myself. I was just so enthralled while he was talking. Environment TV series, The Walls was made up of all doors. Do you pick up his tab? No. And it was really funny when he left, because no, I left first. I'm trying to think. We have to ask my friend Alana. So I was with my friend Alana for this whole thing. She did not say one word. She kind of talked about it when she was a guest on Cawfee Tawk, because she was walking with me with the whole thing with Michael Strahan. She didn't say a word. And then when we went into the bar, I said, can we get 2 martinis? And then we were like, oh my God, it's Christopher Lloyd. So then I went and sat next to him, and she was like 3 stools down, and she was just like this the whole time, did not say one word. She couldn't get out. She was just so starstruck of the whole situation. So that was the nicest, because he didn't brush me off. He wanted to talk. He wanted to tell his stories. So he was the nicest. The meanest. Guys, what do you guys remember? Have I told the story about any mean celebrities to me? I wouldn't say mean, but when I was a new comic, I was a year or 2 in, and I was performing in California. And it was the first and only time my Uncle Lee got to see me perform. And at the back of and Paul Reiser from Mad About You had stopped in, and he was going to do a set. And I went up to him, and I was like, hi. And he was like, now, I don't take that as mean, because I, too, don't like to talk to people before a show or before I go on set. So I wouldn't say that was mean, but he didn't want to acknowledge anyone. And I get it. As a comic, I get it. But he was the only comic that ever, brushed me off. Yeah, but that's not mean. I understand that. All right, next question. By the way, if you guys have questions you want to put in the comments, or we'll do one more question, then we'll take a break, and we'll call Richie. And if you guys have any questions for Richie, all right, how much for the New Kids on the Block stickers? I mean, honestly, I'm going to go, right now, it's just too funny that I would only sell it for $500. Who farted? Okay. If you could pick one, would you pick live streaming or stand-up? If you could only pick one, I could only do stand-up or live streaming. That's a toughie. Live streaming, you get to hear laughter. You get to meet people pre-COVID. You could hug people, shake their hands, talk to them. There's this thing that happens when I'm on stage and I do crowd work, that the energy is unbelievable. With that said, I think I've been able to do more and touch more people and meet more people through live streaming. And this is the closest I've ever gotten to having my own talk show. Live streaming, because stand-up isn't coming back anytime soon. Yeah, I don't know. That's a toughie. I would say if I could only pick one and I'd have to retire the other one, I would stick with live streaming, because I think I could do more with live streaming. All right, let's call in for the news. We're pausing. If you wrote in questions, we'll get to it. But I would be a terrible host if we just did not find out what was going on in the world. Also, if you have a question for Richie, we could we could ask him questions as well, even though he's technically not today's guest. No, you know what? We should do a full interview day with him because we've never done that. All right, guys, please welcome our mediocre news anchor. Oh my God, I only have 18% battery. I really should keep this plugged in. All right, well, we'll see if we lose Richie. Please give it up for Richard Schall. Drama going on at work?
Yeah, but so if I have to say, hey guys, gotta go, bye, I'm logging right off.
You don't say goodbye. Like, you get a message, how much not to do the news. That $2 will cut off one's news story. If you have to go, just say, that's all the news Robyn needs to know. Don't even say I have to go.
Got it.
Okay. Hi, Richard. How are you?
Good, how are you? Congratulations on another viral video.
How fun.
I was laughing so hard.
Wait, you know what's so interesting? So I've had 3 videos on TikTok go viral, okay? All 3 of them, I'm just Robyn talking.
Yeah.
Which is like so crazy because I put so much time and energy into my characters, making sketches. Like, I put so much work. And the thing that always does the best
is you.
Yeah, and it's always interesting because I would, back in Periscope days, always leave it up to the heart slots. Like, do you want a character tonight or do you want just to hang out? And it was always hang out, which just shows, you know what the people want?
Swans.
How are the swans doing? Oh, we're gonna need a swan update. No, that's what canceled YouTube yesterday. No, what the people want is, what's the word? Authenticity.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
I think that is more appealing to the people, even though I like the characters, so they're not going anywhere. But just it's an interesting observation.
Yes.
Okay, give us a news story.
So we're going all the way to the other side of the world today for all 3 stories.
Okay.
First story was actually given by my assistant this morning. She in Japan, because of COVID, people are not coming out as much, and so because people are coming out, animals are starting to come out more, and unfortunately, bears, like wild bears.
We had a tip for a swan update, but then we had an even bigger tip for no swans.
Okay, well, no swans. We're talking about bears now.
Okay.
Wild bears are attacking the fields. So in Japan, they love technology, and they made not a scarecrow, a scare bear, and it's not like a person. It's a giant robot wolf, and it's this giant wolf with red eyes and flashing lights that looks around and scares off wild bears. It is the scariest thing you have ever seen.
Oh, that was really interesting. I would say that was really on par with the swan story from yesterday. Wait, what was the swan story? Because I wasn't paying attention. Wait, tell me the swan story in under 15 seconds. Go.
All right. Woman found a sick swan. She took it on a bike. Then the subway took it to the hospital. Then the vet, and then ended up being fine.
Okay, next news story.
All right. Thomas,
we need a swan update, Richie.
Well, the swan so far is recovering beautifully.
What was wrong with the swan?
Anything that what was it? It drank bad water.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? While we're in Japan, let's stay in Japan because there is a small town in Japan, and
which town was I in it?
No, I don't think so, because you would have noticed the mayor of this town. His name is Joe Baiden, Baiden.
Okay.
So he said tourism has exploded because everybody's coming
to meet Joe Baiden.
To meet Joe Baiden.
That's funny.
So yes.
Wait, do you take pride when I like one of your stories, or
Yes,
do you?
I do. I'm so happy.
Like, you're smiling so big right now, and I feel like it's just because we applaud. Well, guys, that was a good news story. All right, Richie, we were tipped to not have any more swan or bear stories.
Okay, can we talk about statues?
Uh-oh, is this going to be political, Richard?
No, not political at all.
Okay.
So, some statues, these old statues, they have to sometimes, they start fading away. Sometimes you gotta go.
Oh, I saw this, yeah.
So, here is, hold on, here is the statue normally. Like,
This was in Italy, right?
In Spain.
Oh, in Spain.
So
Yeah.
And so when they restored it, they got like this amateurish. What's wrong?
No, I just covered my camera.
Okay.
It looks cleaner.
So when they restored it, they got this amateur guy.
Oh my god. Richie, it looks like the back of your head guy. Wait, Richie, hold that picture up. Richie, hold that picture up. Hold on. Guys, tell me that doesn't look like their cousins. Wait, keep that up. Richie, keep that up. Tell me they don't look like cousins. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man.
That's funny.
Guys,
All right.
Thank you so much for being here for Cawfee Tawk. I'm so glad you enjoyed the stories, even though they had some animals in it, like bears and swans. Thank you, though. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Robyn's YouTube channel so you get notifications every time she goes live. Do you want more content? Do you? What about you? You want more content?
Richie was the model for this. In Spain, they're like, we want the most beautiful face we ever saw. Saw? I don't know what accent that was. Yeah, that today was good. Richie, you had 2 out of 3 good news stories.
Thank you.
Okay, Patreon.
Patreon, yes, join Patreon. A lot of cool stuffs are coming out, and just join it. Trust me, you're not going to be sorry.
And you can do it for as little as $2 a month. You can even just do it for 1 month. You can be like, you know what? Let me just try it out. What's $2? That's less than a cup of coffee.
Yeah, and you have so much material already there, even if you do the 2 months, because you get everything from that.
Yeah, for the last 3 years. And especially if you do the $5 a month, that gets you the blooper reels. So remember, we've been doing this for 3 years. So that's 12 times 3 is 36. 36 blooper reels you'll have. So if you need something to do, definitely
37, Rob. 37, because we got an extra one last month.
Oh, that's true.
37.
Plus all the live stream parties during the pandemic. So definitely worth it.
Yes, definitely. And Robyn, do you want to turn on the lights?
I would, but my light switch is so boring.
Well, if you go to Robyn Turns Me On Etsy, you can get your own personalized light switch made by Robyn. Oh, Jen, wow. Do you need a light switch? Well, then, wow. Just you, head over to Etsy and go to Robyn Turns Me On for her personalized custom light switches.
Richie, I want to say this is in your top 3 performances on Cawfee Tawk with Robyn Schall.
Thank you.
If not your best, because 2 out of 3, that was really good.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
Get back to work. I know you're dealing with stuff.
All right, guys, that's all the news that Robyn needs to know.
You get an applause today. Good job, Richard. He does. Yeah, I know. That. I could see he was beaming. Can we sell anything now? Do an auction right now? I mean, we could. I don't have anything on hand to sell. I mean, we could sell a light switch. I'm going to do a December auction for my favorite charity, Robyn Schall Run Fund. But I'm going to have a lot of stuff so that things can go for cheap. And if you can't afford anything, don't worry. Anyone who wants a Christmas package from me will get. If you're a Heartsled and you show up to these live streams, we'll also be playing games. So everyone's going to get a Christmas gift package. I mean, it'll probably be crap in it, like, you know. Like, you know, it's still a Robyn package. But we will do a auction in December, at least 2 weeks before Christmas, so that you'll have a package to open up on Christmas. And but don't worry, we'll also be playing games, so everyone's gonna get a Christmas gift. Don't worry. All right, let's get back to the amazing interview. Please welcome back my favorite comedian, Robyn Schall. Okay. All right, here we go. Continuing. Nothing like a good Robyn package. I mean, my packages are known around the world to have the the most greatest stuff. Frank has an entire, he's never thrown away one package. And you remember, Bubby used to go live every Sunday. And so he has probably close to like 30 Bubby packages plus from all the auctions, and he's never thrown one away. So he has an entire closet dedicated to the crap he's gotten. Okay. Describe your perfect day start to finish. Okay. All right. Well, I wake up in my 4-bedroom, 5-bath apartment in Manhattan. My personal trainer works me out, and then my personal chef will make me a nice, healthy, delicious breakfast. Remember how my first question was like, my lesson learned is you don't need to spend lots of money. Okay, but this is my perfect day. Okay, so I work out, someone makes me breakfast, then Richie meets me downstairs, and we walk to the studio or whatever lot here in Manhattan. We have like a 2-hour prep. Then we go live for my morning talk show at 11. We wrap around 12, 1 o'clock because, you know, then we do like our little afternoon meeting. Then let's see. In the audience will be you guys because it'll be like a holiday giveaway episode. So like the whole audience will be filled with heart sluts. So I'll be like, you guys all get a car, you know? And a lot of you will fly in because that night I'm headlining at Carnegie Hall. So you all flew in for that. So then after the show, I go home, take a nap because naps are the most important meal of the day. Then I go out to dinner with my family. The West Coast Shalls flew in. The Saratoga Shalls are in. We go to the diner. We have diner dinner. Then I head to Carnegie Hall. Sold out. Killer show. Go home. Frank lives with me. And I go to sleep. That's my perfect day, start to finish. Fantasy versus reality. Wait, where is Frank during the day? Oh, Frank has his job still. Like, look, guys, the country must go on. And how will a president function without his daily coffee? So I would not want to risk the American people's safety. So Frank will keep his job at making sure that officials get their coffee. You get a car. You get a car. Wait, you're not performing in a bowling alley? I mean, only because it's my perfect day. All right. Okay. How did you and your brother start working together? Do you guys fight? Wow, I'll be there, but do better than a diner. Yeah, I mean, like, it'll probably still be a diner. I know where my dad's, like, booking it, and it's gonna be a diner. I feel like Baiden will be a cappuccino man. Oh, we should interview Frank and ask, like, throughout, because he's been the coffee for president since Lincoln. So we should ask him, like, what each president drank as his beverage. Okay, how did you start working with your brother, and do we fight? Okay, we started working together so my very first time performing stand-up was at the graduation show at Caroline's when I took the class. He wasn't come. But then my very next show, which was at Caroline's, it was a bringer show. That's when you bring 10 people and you're allowed to do 5 minutes. So I performed. It was so good. And then when I got off stage, Richie goes, "We need to talk." And then like the next day we had a meeting and he said, "I think we should work together." And I said, "What should we do?" And he goes, "Okay." He goes, "You know what YouTube is?" This is 2010. I said, "Yeah." He goes, "So people are doing this thing called web series." I said, "What's that?" He goes, "They're like little like 3 to 5 minutes like sitcoms or dramas, and you upload it every week, and it's called like a web series because it's a series on the web." And I was like, "But who's watching it?" And he's like, "No, people are like starting to go to YouTube to watch like videos for entertainment." And I was like, "Okay." Richie was so ahead of his time. That's when he said, "Off of your stand-up, let's do..." No, dumbbells didn't come for like 6 years later. This was Not the Sharpest Crayon. So he said, "Off of your stand-up, why don't you write like some like little sitcoms?" So literally on the Long Island Railroad with a crayon, I wrote 6 episodes, and then we filmed it, and that's when we started working together. And then he started helping me book stand-up shows, and like more and more we just became like business partners. And we actually, this is like crazy to say, but we don't fight. I could count on the amount of times we fought. As business partners, siblings were constantly yelling at each other. As siblings, we fight, but as business partners, I mean, one time we got into a big fight, but this is when I was with that horrible agent, and he was just putting so much pressure on me, and we just got into a really bad fight that night. And then my dad said, "I think you two," because I then like went to my parents' apartment, and I was like, "Richie's an asshole, da 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 da," and my dad was like, "I think you two should stop working together." And then I was like, "No, that's terrible advice." And thank God we didn't listen to my dad. But he wanted to save like the brother-sister relationship. But Richie and I were like, no, no, no. So that, and then that's really it. Like we really, as business partners, I couldn't ask for a better business partner. As a brother, he's horrible. But yeah. Do you guys have any questions? Oh, are you guys talking about the coffees? Baiden gets ice cream instead of coffee. Does Michael ever come to your shows? Yeah, he comes to like the big ones. You know, anytime I'm like doing a headlining in at Caroline's or my album recording, he'll come to the big ones. And now Richie takes all the t-shirt money. He does. I think he's just really protective of you. Yeah, he is. He's very protective of me, and but he's also like really smart when it comes to this business. And as much as I give Richie crap, and I'll probably delete this live stream so he can't see this, but he's a really hard worker, and he's like really smart, and I trust him. Even though he did steal the t-shirt money, he's like really good when it comes to this business, and like knowing like the right moves to take, and he's also we're both like neither one of us are like sketchy, like neither one of us will do something not to each other, but I'm saying like to other people. Like if we tell someone we'll work with them, we will work with them. Like we're both good. I know I trust him and he trusts me, so it really is a good partnership. Do you still have your leg braces? I do still have my leg braces. In a storage unit on Long Island. After my parents moved out of the house, they got a storage unit. In that storage unit is my leg braces. Interesting enough, when I wore leg braces for the 3 years, there was daytime leg braces and a nighttime leg braces. The nighttime leg braces were horrible. If you're new to me and you don't know this, which I'm pretty sure you all do, at the age of 6, I was diagnosed with Perthes disease. It's a bone disease. I had to wear leg braces like Forrest Gump. At night, I had a different set of leg braces that was awful. And I'm sure when we call my Mama Schall, she'll go more into it. Or if I don't know if Richie's here, but he can testify to the bloody murder screams that would come from my bedroom at night, because it was like around my thighs, this like whatever, metal things. But then there was this huge bar that would keep my legs at this crazy like angle because I needed like they wanted my hip to grow back a certain way, and wearing this was extremely painful. So I would scream bloody murder on a nightly basis, and anyway, those leg braces we don't have because every time I grew out of my leg braces, my parents would donate them because they're very expensive, these leg braces. So anytime I grew out of them, or like these night braces, which were in great condition, my parents always donated it to families who like couldn't afford them or whatever. So except for my very last pair of leg braces, all the others were donated to people who had Perthes who couldn't afford the braces. What's your least favorite word? Oh my God, that's so good. I mean, my least favorite word. I don't know. That's so good. What's my least favorite word? Oh, probably like moist. It just grosses me out, like moist or ointment. Like there's something about there's something about those words that just I don't know make me nauseous. Were there any other? What's your favorite ukulele song to perform? As far as stand up, it would be the Don't Worry Go Kosher song. For you guys, it's either Chasing Cars or it's You Are My Sunshine. Whenever I sing You Are My Sunshine to Heart Sluts, my heart pitter patters because it's just a good song. That's my first song I learned on the ukulele. The inside the comic studio. That's funny. I love Go Kosher. All right, if there's no more questions, any last questions coming in before we call Mama Schall? This was good. I hope you guys enjoyed the Robyn interview. I know some of you knew some of these stories. Maybe you didn't know everything. What's your favorite curse word? Oh, fuck. Absolutely. But it's like not even a curse word to me. It's like part of my like how I describe things, or like it's like a And that's why I get so mad when she's like, don't curse. I'm like, fuck isn't really a curse. What did you think of the streaming? What did you think of live streaming after your first live stream? I was hooked right away. I loved it. I loved the idea that it was, I remember being really nervous and anxious. But I liked it right away. I was definitely hooked. Robyn Schall was the best guest. I mean, I don't want to like play favorites on guests, but today's guest was exceptional. All right, any last questions? And then we will call Mama Schall. We'll take 2 more questions. The next 2 that come in. Din, din, din. Let's see if there's any more. Good. All right. Favorite snack food. My favorite snack food is a donut. I don't know if that's a snack, but like I really love donuts. Like it's just so good. Like cupcakes, cakes, donuts. Like that's it. Like I mean, I don't know if that's a snack. Some would call it a dessert. I'm gonna go with snack. Who's your favorite parent? Probably my mom. I mean, I love them both equally, but I'm saying like if they got a divorce, who would I live with? Probably my mom. Because I could definitely get away with so much more. Do you know what I mean? Like if I was like, can I have a donut for dinner? Like my mom would say yes, my dad would say no. Like if I needed $20, my mom would give it to me. My dad would be like, well, come into work and work for that $20. So, also like, okay, let's say, let's just pick anyone, whoever wrote the last comment. Let's say Snake, right, was a good friend of mine here in Manhattan, right? And I just found him like really annoying one day. If I called my mom and I was like, Snake is so annoying, my mom would be like, yeah, fuck Snake, da 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 da. If I called my dad would be like, well, let's look at it from his point of view. What did you do that made him say those things? You know? So that's why. Also, my dad's never gonna watch this episode, and my mom will. So, who introduced you to live streaming? Richie. Do you have new characters coming? I mean, I think the newest character was Madam Obvious, and I'm like excited to do her again. She was a lot of fun. Donut is not just a breakfast. Yeah, my dad is reasonable. He's also the most like ethically correct person. Like everything has to be like he doesn't talk crap about anyone. And I've never heard my dad talk crap about anyone. I'm sorry, I can't be friends with you if we can't talk crap. What is your least favorite character do? Hands down, Crystal, which I still owe Mr. Carlos a Crystal video. She's the longest character to get into, longest character to get out of. Ronnie, thank you so much. The hardest character to get out of. Also, she's the hardest character to be funny as. Like, I don't find her funny. Yeah. I love her the most too. I know, she's a lot of your favorite characters, but she's, okay, let's call. Anyway, guys, thank you for these questions. I hope it was interesting. All right, guys, please welcome my favorite mom, Mama Schall.
Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Those are great questions.
Yeah, I like the little speed round here at the end.
Yes, very good.
Okay, Mom, when the question about the favorite parent, do you kind of agree?
Oh, yes.
Not that Daddy isn't the best. Like, I mean,
No, I agree.
I mean, he's probably, he's the best. But like,
Wait, you heard the term good cop, bad cop?
yes. Yeah.
I'm the good cop.
No. There's like the fun cop. In this situation, there's like the super fun, gossipy cop, and then there's the cop that like wants to follow laws. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, but it is icky here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's raining, it's cold, it's just...
What are your notes from today's episode?
Okay, I like your goals.
Oh my God. I am not making one stinking goal this year.
Do you remember my prediction on January 1st?
Yes, I do. Guys, January 1st, I was out on, okay, little side story, which like is not...
I called you, right?
No, I was out on Long Island because little side story, which has not been public knowledge, but towards the very end of last year, Frank and I were not in a good place. This is not public knowledge till this second, but we were not. And especially the last few days of the year, we were just not really talking and things weren't great. So New Year's Day, me and my dad always take a walk on New Year's morning. It's our tradition. We've done this for years. So there, I was already like crying and depressed and not knowing what was going to happen with my relationship. When we get a call, no, Dad and I were crying, walking on the boardwalk. We get back to the apartment, and my mom's like, my cousin Kenny, her nephew, my first cousin, had a stroke. Young. He's my brother's age, Michael's age. Or a little older. So we were driving to the hospital. This is January 1st. I'm already crying. Now my cousin has a stroke. My mom goes, 2020 is going to be the worst year. And I go, no. We're getting out all the bad kinks on the first day. Well, I was wrong. You were right.
It just went downhill from there.
Yeah. Who would have known January 1st was going to be our best day?
Yeah. From then on, people we know died.
I know, seriously. But not cousin Kenny. He's doing great. And Frank and I got back together, and we're doing great.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, next note.
Oh, you know those cutouts that you did? Those are really nice.
I know. won't that look really cool? But things with Frank, yeah, things with Frank got better.
Did
My
you
cousin got
erase those?
no, what I did was like, well, what I did is like, hold on, I'll show you. I take like a pencil and I draw like in a design. I drew the girl. No, it's the Magic's thumbs. They did this. I draw like whatever, like the people kissing or the girl with the umbrella, and then I just cut it out. So it's not traced from anything but my brain.
It was really nice.
Yeah, and I think like next to the colors, it's gonna really pop.
Yes.
Okay, next
Very
note.
good.
Oh, but we're already at an hour. 3 notes.
Oh, okay. Well, I like the fact that Kim's ghost is the good ghost to us.
Oh yeah, oh, of course.
And it's a good point that you're finding out that you spent more than you need to.
Yes.
That's what you found out. Let's see. Oh, and my two favorite jokes. I love the airplane joke, and I love the hang gliding.
Oh, the Japan, the Japan joke.
I love those two jokes.
Was the Japan joke on the album?
Yes.
It is? Oh, okay.
Yes. I find them very funny. Oh, and you forgot to invite on your perfect day, you would invite the Shalls from Florida.
Yeah, well, when I said Schall's, I just meant like my whole family. Oh, wait, Richie's calling. I'm going to add him into the conversation. Hold on. Hey, Rich?
Yeah. I just wanted to call to give our mother a huge compliment.
Wait, Mom, are you there? Okay.
Yes, I'm here, especially for
Huge compliment. Now, I actually visited mother last night, and she told me, do you know, she gives her notes.
Richie, you're breaking up. Richie, you're breaking up.
Hello, can you hear me? Is this the,
Yeah.
hello? So mom has a notebook.
Yeah, when you say mother, I think of Pence's wife.
I know,
Okay.
Mom.
I'm like, you're hanging out with Pence's wife?
No, I really am Richie's mother.
No, she has a spiral notebook full of notes going back months ago of Cawfee Tawk, and you actually can go back and look at all the notes from different episodes. She really has everything organized.
Oh, okay. I know. Wait, guys, off topic. Going to the question about the braces. Richie, you go first. What do you remember of the nighttime leg braces?
I can't talk about it. It is. No, I can't talk about it.
Okay, sorry. Mom, is there anything you want to say about the nighttime leg braces?
I had to think of every trick in the book to get you to wear them.
Yeah.
And yes, I felt sorry because whoever we donated it to, that poor kid was going to have to wear it.
I know. All right, Richie, goodbye. Richie, you can hang up.
Okay, let me do my shout out.
Okay. Oh, do you have any last notes or no?
Oh, yeah, I have more notes.
All right, give one more.
Okay, and I just think that, let's see. Having Richie there that go on, with you on all your, when you went to do shows and everything.
Yeah.
I was very happy he was with you because he was like added protection.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
fun.
Yeah, because like a lot of my shows, especially when I'm on the road, and then I'm like walking to my car alone at night in a parking lot where I don't know, I always felt so much safer when Richie came along.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, you want to do your shout outs?
Yes. To Jamie, Jenny, Jalen, Dina. Hi, Zachary. Ronnie. Because he wrote that he was afraid that I didn't see him, but I did.
She got
Ronnie,
you.
Snake Eyes, Richard, Randy, Tracy, Thomas, Jen Wow, and Moments with Morgan.
Did you say snake?
What?
Did you
Snake
say?
Eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I did, but he's under Ronnie and over Richard. But Snake Eyes, Jay, Karen, and then on replay we'll be seeing Susan and Natalie.
Right. Also, just so you know, Kim is always watching. She just can't always write.
Oh, so Kim, well, I like her ghost anyway.
All right, give your...
Not that she's a ghost now.
No, but like, we just know that if she was a ghost, she would haunt the heck.
Yeah.
Oh, Mom, you know how you always say Morgan and her mom?
Yeah.
Morgan's here right now.
Is that Moments with Morgan?
Yes, that's the Morgan and her mom you always give a shout out to.
Aha, so that's I got her.
All right, give your weekend... Mom, give us a great weekend sign-off.
Okay, everybody stay safe and healthy. One way or a good way to do it is either wear your mask, wash your hands, and sing that song. What is it? The alphabet song twice, I think.
Yeah.
While you're washing your hands. And keep a safe distance. Approximately 6 feet, 12 feet if you don't like the person. And most importantly, think positive thoughts. And go to some of the Robyn's videos. Look up Not the Sharpest Crayon. You'll laugh. And that's what you need right now. Some good laughing. And, relax and think positive. And that will get us through another day and have a nice weekend. And hopefully the sun will come out. I hope here it does.
All right, I love you, Mom.
I love you. I love you guys.
Make sure Daddy doesn't watch this episode.
He knows. He's proud of the way he keeps you with your spending.
All right, love you, Mom.
Love you guys.
Bye. Oh, she's funny. All right, guys, let's get in our goodbye. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in to Cawfee Tawk with Robyn Schall. I'm Robyn Schall. I go live every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications so you never miss a video or live stream. Thank you to everyone who tipped today. I really appreciate it. I hope Richie gave you or did not give you the swan information you needed. If you want more content, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/Robyn Schall Comic. Gets you more live streams, videos, extra insight to what's going on in my life. It's a good time. And, my light switch biz. Go to Etsy, Robyn Turns Me On if you want a light switch. Guys, thank you for watching today. Have a, oh my God, low battery. Jesus, that was fitting. We're so close. Guys, have a good weekend. Stay positive, stay happy, and that's Schall, folks.